Welcome back to the channel and good morning. Let me show you what I got at a food bank this morning. I took a neighbor to the food bank and we went to two this morning. We can only go once a month and I'm going to show you what we got, okay? It's a food bank where you can go once a month. They do it by point system. Some stuff was points, some stuff was free. And I'm going to if I can remember right, I'm going to tell you what was free and what was points. Because there's a lot here. So some of this stuff was no points, but we get to go, like I said, once a month. And I took my neighbor because she hasn't been in a while. So I'm going to show you what we got, okay? So let's start with the produce. The produce was all free, no points. So I got bell peppers, which will be dehydrating. I got a zucchini, which I don't know if I'm going to dehydrate it or fry it up. Cabbage was free. Cucumbers were free. The carrots were going to definitely be dehydrated. The kale was free. The mushrooms, I'm not too sure about these mushrooms. I got to look them over because when I had them in the bag, watery stuff came out of them in my shopping bag. The kale definitely will be dehydrated immediately. String beans, I'll probably cook them up. So that's the produce that I got. This was all freebies. Okay. Now, the cupcakes and the donut sticks, they were on the freebies. The yogurts, they have a cooler outside. They were frozen. They were on the freebies. This was my points. I got 3 meats. So y'all know, Dan loves these fish nuggets. So I got the fish nuggets. I got 1 pack of hamburger buns. They were freebies. 2 packs of hot dog buns. They were freebies. I got an orange juice. That cost me a point. I got these Zesty Ranch, 2 bags, and tomato basil of the Harvest Snaps. I like them. They were freebies. Dan and Nathan eat a lot of cereal, so there's not much to choose from. The 2,000 Island dressings, they were freebies, and they had cases and cases and cases of them. I only got some packets to see if we like them. So they were freebies. The ketchup, we needed more ketchup. That was a point. I got 2 boxes of chocolate cereal Cheerios. I got a Raisin Bran for Dan. Got a Cocoa Krispies for Nathan. I got these were 2 for 1 point, and then each other can was a point. String beans they got so many string beans. They gave you 2 cans for a point. I got self-rising cornmeal. I got some regular cornmeal. A bag of sugar. This is really good pancake mix. We tried it last month, and it's made with vegetables. I even got the doggies a treat. So I got that. But this is what I got from the first food bank. So I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful. And we will use every bit of this. So I just wanted to share this. We did go to 2, so I'll do a video of what we got. We also got Dan's senior box at that food bank, which, if you hold on a minute, I will clear some of this away, and I'll show you what we got on the senior box. Okay, hold on 1 minute. Okay, you guys, this is what Dan got in his senior box, okay? He got 2 cans of no salt sweet peas, 2 cans of sliced carrots, 100% orange juice, cut green beans, mixed vegetables, corn flakes, shredded wheat, 2 bags of rice, nut and better peanut butter, creamy, reduced sugar and sodium. a can of chicken, a can of ground beef, some kidney beans, some, they say black turtle beans, but I think they're just black beans. Mixed fruit, 2 cans of mixed fruit, a can of pears, and 2 shelf-stable milk. And then, which you guys, that's great for making, that's great for using it for like instant mashed potatoes, or just when you're getting low on milk, pop one of those up, put it in the fridge, and use it for stuff. And a block of cheese. So, again, we're very thankful, and we will use it all. But that's what we got from the first food bank. All of this. So, I'm gonna say, like and subscribe. And again, guys, we also got this booklet right here, the Senior Blue Book Resources for Aging, and a recipe for peach cobbler. You can make a pear cobbler, you can make a fruit mix cobbler, all kinds of stuff. And it is English and Spanish. You guys, if you're in need to go to a food bank, do not be ashamed, because all this stuff is donated. Because I noticed that in the cold section of this food bank was the food that my local grocery store that I have been buying. It's called Last Chance. They sell it at the grocery store up until almost the last day they can sell it. And then they freeze it and they ship it to the food bank. So the stuff that I've been buying at a discount, a couple dollars off, once they can't sell it to the public anymore, they ship it to the food bank frozen. So do not be ashamed. Okay? Do not be ashamed in going to your food bank. Because if not, if the stores can't give it to the food banks, they have to throw it away. So if it helps somebody out in need, go get it. Go get it. This whole thing of people shaming people for going to the food banks, shame on the people shaming people. That's all I got to say. The shame in going to the food banks would be if people were ungrateful for it and would waste it and throw it out. Just don't take what you don't need. I focused today on cereal and vegetables. And of course, I got Dan his favorite fish nuggets. And I got hot dog buns because we have sausages that we got on clearance at the grocery store to eat with those. Because my freezer's packed full of. My freezer is, okay, I say packed full. It's not packed full, but my freezer has clearance meat in it. I don't even buy. When I go grocery shopping, I make every penny stretch. And most of my food that I purchase is Last Chance meats. As long as it's still pink or red, I'll buy it. But it's Last Chance meats, and I make it happen. So I bought what I could. I went to the food bank picking out things that I knew could go with my things, like the bell peppers. I will cut some of them up and have them with the peppers and stuff. I'll put them with my meals, So I thought about what I could use with what I had, So do not be ashamed to go to the food banks. I'll keep saying that. One of these days I'm going to stop saying it. But I hear that people get shamed for going, and that's not right. Because it's all free. I mean, while we were there, somebody dropped off a huge, giant, somebody backed in with a pickup truck with a giant, huge, they had to get it off with a forklift of picked corn. And people were able to take a dozen a bag. And I didn't take it because Dan and I don't eat corn on the cob, But everybody around me was thrilled to get a dozen ears of corn. So you just have to take what you need and not take what you don't need. And don't be ashamed to tell people when they're giving you something, oh, I don't don't necessarily need that. And that's why I told the lady, because she kept saying, well, you want some of this, you want some of that, you want some of that. I said, no, I don't need that. I need cereal. I need vegetables. So the vegetables is what I need right now. You know, I needed rice this week. Next time I go, if I don't need anything, I need to stock up. I need to get on hand some dried beans. So if I don't purchase them between now and then, hopefully I purchase them. If I don't need to go to the food bank one month, I won't go. But I cook from scratch, so going to the food bank helps me cook from scratch more. And I do like to get the ones that say like no salt, because usually I'll rinse my vegetables if they're in a can, so it's very nice that the food banks are there and I can use them. So it's nice. And stuff like this, getting this stuff to have on hand, it's nice to have it for in case of bad weather, you can't get out. Right now I have, I think, one small can of chicken on hand, the big can of chicken, and this beef. I don't know if I got beef or pork last month. So that's only 2 or 3 or 4 cans of meat I have on hand right now. So, because you can't live off peanut butter only. But, you guys, don't be ashamed. And don't be ashamed, even if, don't abuse the food pantry. Don't abuse it. Don't just go if you can afford food. Oh, I'm going to go and stock up on everything I can stock up, but I can afford to go to the grocery store. Don't do that either. Don't take it away. But don't be ashamed if you pick up a couple extra items thinking, okay, I'm going to put a few in my pantry. Don't be ashamed of that. But definitely go and use it. Feed your family. I'm going to get off that soapbox. But remember, like and subscribe. I already said that. Live happy, be happy, do happy things, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. There's going to be the food pantry haul number 2 from the second food bank next, because we only go to 2 a month, and we go the same day because it's easier that way, and I take the neighbor lady too. All right, see you on the next video.